A rare disorder will only affect a tiny percent of the population, but although they may be small in numbers and have disabilities, these children are the same as any others and deserve a fighting chance. Rare disorders are extremely difficult to diagnose, and if a diagnosis can be found, they can even be harder to treat. Often parents will lose their child without ever knowing a diagnosis. Parents who are lucky enough to get a diagnosis still don't find relief because there is an enormous lack of information available on rare disorders. Knowledge on what types of treatments work best to give these patients a better quality of life is extremely limited, and support groups are often very hard to find. If there is something that can improve the lives of these special children, we need to find it. The research needs to be performed. Families deserve to know why their child passed away unexpectedly, or why there's no medication to stop the seizures. To find out why their child cannot talk, cannot walk, cannot eat. The list goes on and on. Most research facilities are not interested in performing the research necessary to provide relief. Insurance companies do not cover a lot of the genetic testing needed to find a diagnosis. The costs are extremely high and very difficult for many families to pay for out of pocket. To know that answers for these families might be available, but because of the financial costs, they are not able to obtain these answers is heartbreaking. To not have anyone go through it with you, the experience with you, is even more heartbreaking, and that is why Aware of Angels started. Aware of Angels is a non-profit organization raising awareness for children with genetic disorders all over the world. We raise funds to donate to research that will directly benefit our angels. Aware of Angels is also here to assist those children still needing a diagnosis, to help them get genetic testing, and to send them to specialists that might not be easily accessible to them. These tests should be offered early on. Many of these children go through years of intrusive lab work and biopsies, surgeries, and these genetic tests can be done with a simple blood draw or a cheek swab. I have a passion for photography, and I really wanted to incorporate that into Aware of Angels. Many of these children cannot talk, they cannot communicate at all, even with body language. But behind the lens, I often find a connection with them, and it's really beautiful. These photo sessions are special because often a child that is rare, undiagnosed, you don't have a prognosis, you don't know how long they will be with us, and to have some photos that you can look back on, or a memory you can look back on, means a lot to families. We want as many angels as possible on our website so we can promote this site to medical schools, doctors, research labs, to help these angels and the angels to follow. We believe that we are not only trying to improve the quality of life for our angels, but for generations to come.
Thank you.